Learning to cope with external pressures and tensions outside your relationship is crucial to marriage's long-term health.
Sometimes a lot of those outside influences can be completely unexpected. Heather Beer joins us this morning to talk about the one daily talk to have with your spouse that will benefit your marriage. It is so great to have you back.
So good to be back.
Many people not know why you were gone for a while, so if you don't mind, hopefully your husband's watching. So hello,
yeah,
we're praying for you, wishing you a quick and speedy recovery, but if you can just share what happened and where things are at.
Yeah, so on June 5th, my husband was out at his parents' house in the middle of nowhere, North Dakota, painting and was finishing up. Ended up going up on the roof to clean up some overspray that the wind had blown up onto the black roof, the black metal roof, and fell about 2 stories off of the roof, landed on his feet and broke both of his legs. So his left foot landed on the sidewalk, his right foot landed on grass, his right leg was less broken than the left one. Mm-hmm. So we had 20 days in the hospital in June. And so far 6 surgeries with for sure 1 more, probably in the spring, according to the plastic surgeon. So he's at home sitting on the couch right now,
but if you
watching
don't
us.
mind sharing, I know that obviously you both are people of faith, so how has this impacted your faith? What have you gotten out of this? I mean,
yeah, so it just has been a really incredible journey for me to, I'm able to sit here right now and say, like, I can see the hand of God in a good way in this. You know, like, I have not once thought like, oh, you know, he's out to get us or anything. I mean, just, it hasn't been like that at all. In fact, I feel like it's actually been his grace for our family that we've had a chance to kind of sit down and reflect and hit the reset button in some places, some places that needed to be reset. And, you know, it's been a little uncomfortable. You know, this is a weird place to be. You know, all of a sudden, here I was set to, you know, have a fun summer of swimming in the pool with my boys and, you know, just doing the whatever. We were going to build a tree house in the backyard. And then the next thing I know, I'm off work for 2 weeks, and because I'm at the hospital twice a day, and people are, you know, friends are taking my kids, and, you know, there's surgeries and there's anxiety and there's, you know, all of these things that you just never need to, you know, you don't expect this to happen, and although you probably should, I guess, I don't know, but to be able to say, like, we've gotten to watch the church, the body of Christ, really be the church and come around us, and people bringing food and offering to, we had a woman, an amazing woman, thank you, Barbara, doesn't even go to our church. I've never met her in my life. She talked to her pastor, who's a friend of mine, and said, I want to help them. And so I would like to do their laundry or clean their house or some, I mean, just like the neatest things. Just such a blessing. And I just, that whole time in June during his hospital visit, I was so cared for by our friends and our church family. You know, people were bringing food and people were sending cards and gifts. And I mean, it was just, I was so supported. It was hard, but I felt upheld the whole time.
and how's your hubby doing?
You know, he's doing okay. He's having more pain than he's had in a while, which is interesting. You'd think you would just always have pain if you have, you know, like a shattered left leg, and so it's more about like swelling and achiness. I think it's probably the bones mending, and it's just like everything's kind of in flux a little bit. So he wants to be up and around, and so, you know, he'll take our boys fishing because he can drive. You know, he got clearance to drive after his right leg healed, and so he'll do some things, but then he'll pay for it later. You know, so it's just, there's a lot of, you know.
I know you have a benefit coming up, so let's talk about that real quick.
We do, yeah. Some friends from our church wanted to put on a benefit, and it's going to actually be a double benefit for us and another family from our church, a man who has stage 4 Hodgkin's lymphoma and has a family, and he hasn't been able to work. But it's going to be on Saturday, September 16th, and it's going to be a Swedish meatball dinner. And so I believe Gunny Todd, who is the chief of police, David Todd's mother, who goes to our church, she's going to be, I think she's making some Swedish meatballs for us because she's straight from Sweden. So that'll be fun and yummy. And we're going to have a silent auction, and people can stop by the church. It's Calvary Church on Village Green over in Moorhead from 4:30 to 7:30. So,
good.
Yeah.
Let us know more. We can always continue to promote that. And maybe you can make some, what was it, hegema? What'd you have?
Haggis.
Haggis?
Haggis.
I don't know how well that goes with the meatballs, but.
Ew.
All right, I hope you don't mind us indulging in that for a moment just to get where Heather's at. We'll come back and